This is our annual Fair Housing Luncheon and Training. This is an effort that we give. For the past 8 years, we've been partnering with the Northern Virginia Realtors Association, also with the ERC and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Since I saw you last year, and I think I recognize a few faces in the crowd, we've had a big Supreme Court decision come down in June in a case called Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs versus the Inclusive Communities Project, holding that housing practices that have a discriminatory impact against protected groups are unlawful under the Fair Housing Act, even if that discriminatory impact was not intended. The new HUD guidelines address the way in which discriminatory effects and disparate treatment methods of proof are going to apply under the Fair Housing Act in cases where a housing provider justifies an adverse housing action, such as a refusal to rent or a refusal to renew a lease based on an individual's criminal history. This is a major change. And it's no coincidence that this guidance was actually released on the anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's death. For those of you who don't know, and this was news to me as well, the Fair Housing Act itself was passed just 7 days after Dr. King's assassination.
There are places to go if you experience discrimination, places like our agency, the Office of Human Rights and Equity Programs. We're an enforcement agency, but we're more than that. We also do a lot of education and outreach so that people understand what their rights and obligations are in fair housing. We can also go out and educate housing providers, let them know what their rights are and the responsibilities. Our services are free of charge. We want people from both sides of the aisle, both those who are looking for housing and those who provide housing, to be aware of the fair housing laws and to know that they can come to our agency if they need information, advice, resources, or if they need us to come out and train employees. You can contact us by calling the agency at 703-324-2953, TTY 711. They can also contact us online at our website.